The European way of life, our democracies, the democratic foundations, and the trust of our citizens is being challenged in new ways.
What?
Everything from territories to tariffs to tech regulations.
What? Say again? European way of the life? What?
Is being challenged in new ways.
Really? Wait. Geopolitics for an European idiots. Maybe you wonder, just like Ursula, why the gold didn't behave like a safe haven, when the war in Wormwood started. Because usually when the war started, the metals go up. So we know in the beginning, there was massive, PR campaign that central bank is accumulating all the gold, and it's true. But they forgot to inform you, or it's up to you, if you look for this information, that 100% of the gold reserve of the France, which is 2,400 tons of the gold, 100% French gold reserves are since 1920s in Federal Reserve Bank in USA. Yes, I don't know what French gold reserve doing in USA, and 30%, 12 tons of the Germans, they very poor, they're not so smart, they're not rich, they have only 12 tons of the gold, as well as in the Federal Reserve Bank, you see. And in a moment when hedge funders and banks were accumulating, aggressively gold, and gold went up, then Trump started a war in the Hormuz. The oil went up, and they start to sell the gold. First of all, they did it because they manipulate the market, so they shorting it. And secondly, the countries, they knew that the Middle Eastern countries will need it to finance their military activities. So, for example, Qatar, whatever, or Turkey dropped down, 112 tons of the gold. They dropped to the London market 60 tons of the gold. So you can imagine what does it do. And they were shorting their currencies in addition, you see. That's why the gold it went down, the oil went up. Trump bought it for $60 per barrel, selling when it was up, 120. Gold went down, UXY up, oil up, defense stocks up. And Macron, in panic, calling, I want to liquidate as well Trump and asking for his gold. Just like Ursula for the Leyen and Germans. And Trump picked up the phone when he started the war in the Wormwood. He's like, hey, mon ami, are you my friend? Show me how good friend you are. Hey, come on, get on your knees, get on your four knees, you French cocksucker. Show it to me. So Macron did his fucking job, right? And then they sent them the gold. No, they didn't. You know what happened? They sent them wars, they send them money, they wire them dollars, you see. But DXI, the dollars went up, it was safe haven, so everybody was running after the war, so he sold his, bonds, Trump, so it was wired to Macron, and the explanation why they didn't move the 2,400 tons of gold from New York back to Paris, according to the French government, is that because the gold was not good quality anymore since 1920s and 30s. It was standard 99999, the highest purity gold, classic 12.5 bars, this is 1 kilo, 12.5 kilo bars, 999 purity. What kind of other gold can French governments and could buy than the purest one? And supposedly it was not good quality anymore, so it was not worth to ship it, so it got expired. It smells so bad like French cheese, right? That's why they send it with 6% dollar up, put it in the pocket of the Macron, and then he bought now 2,400 tons of the French gold is in Bank of the France. Now all reserves are, but they bought it again, you see, the good quality gold, because we know the gold, you have to throw it away in 50, 70 years. You get expired, it smells bad. So they bought a new gold, French, you see, with the dollars up, by war, jack-up. And 2,000, but most importantly, 2,400 tons of the French reserve, 100% of French reserve gold is now in Bank of Paris in France. But the German? No. It's in Federal Reserve Bank. And we know why Trump didn't send it to them, the gold, why he paid them, because he burned it. Of course, he sold the Federal Reserve, he sold all the gold which of Europeans, so there is no German gold, you see. Macron got it back, and he makes some money on it, but Germans no. Now Germans asking like, is it wise that we have our Federal Reserve, we have our gold in the Federal Reserve Bank? Is it smart? Is our way of life, European life, jeopardized? So I would say it was something like that for people who still didn't get it, because we are in Europe. That's the stupidest continent ever. So I show it to you like that. There was Ursula for the Lion, and she is walking before the war in the Wormwoods, and she's like, hey, how are you? And here is the Donald Trump. He's like, hey, Ursula, hey. Here is the Putin. Hey, my oil is down because Europe has no oil, right? I need to go to Kiev, I got no fucking petrol, right? He's like, hey, he's coming. Like, Ursula already remembered it from last time. She's like, no, please, no, it will be very painful. Here comes JD Vance. Don't worry, we will lubricate you with the oil from Hormuz, Ursula. This time we fuck you, we honey-dick you with the oil. It won't be painful. Ursula, do you promise? And Trump is like, yeah, of course, turn around. So Ursula do it. She's very obedient, and she's, where is my gold? Where is my gold? And Putin come and he's like, here is your gold. Here is your gold. Here is your gold, you fucking bitch. Then comes the Trump. He's like, and JD, will we lubricate her, Trump? I was lying to her. We fuck her dry. Ah! Trump back. Wah, wah, wah. JD went, yeah. Ursula, no, is that not lubricated? I have no gold. Here comes the fucking Macron. He's passing around. Ursula, oh my god. Oh my god. Macron, mon ami. Could you help me? Please, could you help me? But Macron is like looking at Trump. Trump is like, hey, you're my friend, right? You want your gold back? Macron, right? Yes, I want it back. So you know what you gotta do. Ursula, please, help me, Macron. And Macron, je suis désolé. Macron is like, 2,400 tons of gold. And Ursula, then the gold goes to the French bank. After she's finished, they take her gold. They don't lubricate her. They take her gold. Ursula is here, dry, fucked without gold. She's like, our lifestyle European shooting is jeopardized. Here comes the Putin with the increased oil on the end. I don't got a sperm, but I give you some piss, you little bitch. And he piss on her. I love European Parliament. Danke schön. But you know what is the best commodity? It's not a UEXI. It's not a, I'm sorry, but when we talk in politics, I always am a little bit passionate. I'm shy. But when we talk in politics, so it's not a stupidity what is the best to make you the money. The gold. It's the stupidity. It's the best commodity. 22 sessions. Deutsche Bank. UXI. 80% in 72 hours. Dankeschön. You want gold? No, you don't get it. No, it doesn't belong to you. I would never rape Ursula, another gerontophile.